We're going to make a dog pull toy. We need 2 strips of fabric, somewhere about 1 metre long. Longer obviously makes a longer toy, and 3 to 4 inches wide. Neither of those is that desperately accurate, but roughly we'll do it. Get your strips. They need to be the same length and size, and you need to find the midway point. So if you hold your ends and run your finger down, you can find the middle. Put your finger on there. Now this is the hardest stage. So my finger's on the middle. I'm just going to rotate this round to form a cross. Okay. Now we're going to do a sort of folding over all in one direction motion. So number 1, the bottom black one, is going to go over just 1. Second one, it's going to go over 1, 2. Third one, so that's the second of the black ones, it's going to go over 2. Okay, so it's over 1, over 2, over 2. You'll notice I'm keeping my finger here. This is only on this first stage to stop them pulling apart. The fourth one, which is the second of the green ones in this case, is going to go over, and then it's going to go through that little loop. And we're just going to pull it through. So you can see we've formed a sort of little knot there. Because this is the first one, we have to be really careful at this point and just tighten them bit by bit without losing that centre point. Otherwise we'll end up with those 4 pieces of fabric at different lengths. Okay, so it's just this first one you need to be careful. Once you've got them locked together with this first knot, you can pretty much do anything you like with it. There we go. Okay, so they're all knotted together. Yep. All we need to do now is keep repeating that process over and over again. So, get them in a cross. First one, I like to put my finger here. First one over 1, second one over 2, third one over 2, fourth one over 1, and then push it through where you had your finger. There it goes. So you get that little crossway again, and you can just ease it. The tighter you make it, the harder your toy will be, harder if the dog to squidge and bite on. The softer you make it, the more stretchy that toy will be. Now you have a choice at this stage. You can either carry on going clockwise, or you could start to alternate. I'm going to start alternating. So my last one was clockwise, this one's going to be anti-clockwise. So I put my finger here, over 1, over 2, over 2, and that last one's going to go over and under where I had my finger. Just pull them tight. So that one was anti-clockwise, so this one's going to be clockwise. Finger down, over 1, over 2, over 2, over and through where you had your finger. Pull your pairs. Now, the first time I did this, I had fabric all of one colour, and the problem with that was it became very difficult to see which was going where. So if you have 2 colour fabric, then I'd recommend that you do that. So this is one I made earlier, I haven't quite finished yet. Every single time I went clockwise. If you do that, you end up with a toy, it's very spherical, and you have this sort of pattern on the side. So this is what it looks like when you alternate going clockwise and anti-clockwise. So you can see it's square and the colours all run at one side. I just want to show you my little technique, because the first time I did it, I kept forgetting which way I was going. So what I now do is I have a hairband or an object, put it on that side, it's telling me to go this way. and I pull it tight. I don't move the hairband until I'm ready to go to my next knot. So once it's tight, it doesn't have to be a hairband, of course it doesn't, that happened to be what I had with me. I move it across. So just by getting into that habit each time of moving it across, it reminds you which way round you're going. And
Go.
so I've almost run out of fabric. You can see how difficult it's getting now to do. So you can stop like I am when you run out of fabric, or you might stop earlier because you've decided your toy is long enough for what you want. At the end, what you need to do is nice spiral. At the end, what you need to do is finish it off simply by doing a couple of knots. So get the ones opposite, so 2 orange ones, ordinary knot, pull it as tight as you can, nice and tight, and do the same with the green one. Nice and tight again. Scissors. Could leave it like that, or you might decide you want to make it fancy. You can make it into nice little feather endings. Just fold it along, cut it from the fold up towards the open edge. Nice. I could try it the other way around. Maybe from the fold down, have some that way. Let's just make it look pretty. There you go, one toy. They will go in the washing machine. They're made of fleece, so they dry really quickly. You can make them out of old jumpers, old bits of fabric. As long as it's dog safe, then Bob's your uncle.